Morning,
Judge, he
Judge.
wants to show you his ID for where he works.
This is where I work, sir.
Right.
I be snapping my hands.
He just got out of the mental hospital on day before you.
All we want are our streets to be safe. And you need to understand that the type of case that you have now, the burglary of a motor vehicle, one of two things is if you continue, one of two things can happen. Number one, you're asking to get shot dead because people like their cars and they like their guns. And you mess with the wrong person. I can't tell you how many times we read of someone, something like this, they run away and they shoot them in the back. Really, when that happens, it's over.
This judge isn't holding back. People love their cars and their guns is a chilling reality check. But here's the legal twist. The defendant just left a mental hospital, and now he's facing a felony that could haunt him forever. Is this tough love or a system setting him up to fail? Let me know in the comments.
There's no coming back. Number one. Number two, if you continue with this type of case, they can hit you with a felony. And then you're looking at years instead of days. I'm just telling you of the possibilities. That's why you think before you act. Because when you don't, that's when you end up in jail. See what I mean? You work hard, put your heart into it, you can do damn near anything in this life. You know what I mean? So you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 21 days in jail, credit for the 7 days that you've done. You need to understand that this is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Is this what you want to do? From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You pick up another case. I'm telling you, it's a 90-day minimum from now on. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf,
Your Honor.
confront and cross-examine your accusers.
Your Honor.
If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never change this. Do you understand? Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the officer, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck, sir. Keep working, man. I'll roll your court costs. They won't owe anything. All right.
On
Thanks.
Mr. Rolock, he was sent down because I had reset him, but I did get in touch before he was sent down to his father. Can I bring him back tomorrow and get him?
Of course.
Okay.
Whoa, you got to hold it. Go that way. You're good.
Right
here.
You got to hold it, Dad?
Mm-hmm. His
Like,
stepfather. Yeah.
Real dad?
No, his stepfather is his baby brother's father.
Is this the dude that he was talking about?
And I spoke with him. He said he would help him out. He gave me his address. I have his phone number. So I'll call him back today and tell him that.
And he can stay at that house. Should we put a monitor on? What do you think?
I don't think so.
Might still be attached. That's what option, but
I don't see anyone attacked. But regardless,
the issue, Your Honor, is we want to roll.
he's in jail.
He's in jail,
I'm
yeah.
sure he's on bond.
But we want to roll it to tomorrow because
I think you had issued a warrant because he maybe missed a court or something.
Okay, whatever you want. Sure. If you want to roll it, we can roll it to tomorrow.
That's it. All right, thank you.
Okay. And I have Lorenzo Lacona. You had sent him for a drug test earlier, Judge.
Coming up.
That is mom. Okay. Do you want to come to?
No, I don't think she understands. She speak English? Guys, what did he test positive for?
It was something positive for THC or benzo.
Sir, no more. I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're using.
Wait, did we just breeze past a kid testing positive for substances while his mom, who doesn't speak English, stands helpless? The judge slaps on a curfew and weekly drug tests, but where's the real support? This is the kind of case that makes you wonder, are we punishing or preventing?
What happens? That's right. Do you speak Spanish? Dime con quién andas, yo te digo quién eres. Don't be hanging around with the wrong people. It's not going to go well for you. I want you to stay in school full time. I don't want you out, and I'm giving you a curfew so you're not out in the middle of the night. 10 p.m. Do you understand? And I'm going to test you weekly so I know that you're not using. The next time, I'm giving you a 50-day pass on the weed. After 50 days, if you continue to test positive for weed, you test positive for anything else without a valid prescription, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You will not fall through the cracks here. Okay. Thanks, counsel.
No, you do work and go to school. He works at Discount Tire. Is that good for you?
As far as the curfew extend? It's good? Okay.
Hicimos un examen de drogas y tenía positivo de marihuana y píldoras. Le dije que no más. Le voy a hacer exámenes cada semana para ver si está usando. La próxima vez se quede conmigo. También le voy a dar un curfew que no se puede ir de la casa de las 10 de la noche. Se tiene que quedar en la casa. Si él sale después de las 10, voy a revocar la fianza. ¿Necesitas algo más?
Gracias por ayudarme.
¿Cómo no? Cualquier cosa que tú necesitas, me avisas y lo hagamos, porque no quiero que él se falle de más. No puede comunicar con la otra persona. Do you know who the co-defendant is in this case?
I do not.
Guys, who's the co-defendant?
Yes, Judge.
Is it friend, relation,
Oh.
brother?
Not sure.
I don't.
Stipulation.
So I told him no using drugs, no using alcohol. I'm getting him a curfew.
I don't know.
Guys, put a monitor on him, please. And no contact with
I don't believe
the,
there is a co-defendant in this.
no, there is.
There
There is.
There is. Just the dude didn't show up today. Si necesitas algo, come on.
Yes, sir.
2 p.m. So you have a lawyer.
Tienes un abogado aquí.
If you need
Si
anything,
necesitas cualquier cosa,
let the lawyer know.
déjalo saber.
If he starts misbehaving in your house,
Ya sabe comportarse mal en la casa.
you let me know
Le dejas saber al juez.
and I will take care of him for you.
Yo me encargo de él.
Ok,
Ok,
Okay?
está
gracias.
bien.
We're going
Thank
to put a
you.
monitor on him so we
Vamos
know
a
where he
ponerle-
is at all times and we don't want him out in the middle of the night.
No lo queremos afuera y no puede regresar a Target. Va a tener un toque de queda, ¿entiendes?
Sí,
Okay? Okay?
ok, gracias.
Thanks. Good morning, Ms. Rice. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 22nd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a crash call and found a vehicle inoperable due to a collision and blocking traffic. Law enforcement officers spoke to a wheel witness who stated he observed the defendant in the driver's seat of the vehicle with the engine on and advised the defendant to turn the vehicle off and exit the scene. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant who was sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle and observed slurred speech, moderate odor of alcoholic beverage, and glossy eyes. The defendant admitted to consuming one alcoholic beverage. SFST standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 on the HGN was reported, a 7 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 2 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant refused to provide a specimen. A blood warrant was obtained and executed.
If I may, Your Honor, what the officers completely failed to leave out of their report is that the car was registered to the other person that was present. The other person had the keys on them. The other person admitted to driving. At the time of the accident, I'm not sure why they switched seats. I don't know. I do know the wheel witness came after the accident had already occurred. They had been waiting on a tow. If the officer would have done any due diligence in his research or questioning, the other person they may have been intoxicated. I'm not sure. He didn't even follow up with them. They openly admitted, this is my car. I'm the one driving. The officer made no attempts to remedy that situation or even mention that in his report.
Have you had any of that?
Your Honor, I would just say that, I mean, based on what we have in the DIMS, we witness put the defendant in the driver's seat of the car.
After the car was already inoperable. He didn't see her. He didn't see the accident
Your Honor, I would say for probable cause purposes, we have a wheel witness that says they saw the defendant behind the driver's seat.
of an inoperable car.
And a law
I mean,
enforcement officer saw.
at the scene of the accident, right? I mean, if you have some kind of other evidence to show, I have to give them time also, you know?
Understand probable
I mean, this is just,
cause. Burden, yes.
probable cause is a very low burden, right? So this doesn't mean that you're guilty. I mean, if that's in fact true, it's why we have trials, right? There's always two sides to the story. I wasn't there. You were there. You know what happened. I don't know. So that's something that you bring out in trial and, you know, perhaps even before, if you show it to them and and it's in fact true, then, you know, they'll kick it. But I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case for now. Ms. Rice, any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
License?
Check on the license ready second.
Like I said, I'm finding probable cause. I'm warning you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You understand? You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance as well, okay? That is a part of your bond condition as well. If you find that you're driving, you don't have insurance or any other violation, you will go to jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, you've got great lawyers. They'll take care of you because you have them. I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court. But stay in touch with them and they'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I'm sorry, I'm running this license. It's not loading right now. Okay, here it comes. Judge, the license is eligible.
Great. So what we'll do for now is we'll have you go to Victoria Sign and Reset. You'll get with Roxanne for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Come up, Mr. Hunter.
Judge, his mom is also here. Would it be all right to have her come up as well? Judge, if I may, I explained to Jerome and his mom that the reason why he's here is because there was a reading from this, that he was past his 9 o'clock curfew on the 15th. I talked to him about it. He's a young man that actually has a pretty good future, Judge. He's got a football chance in college. Both he and his mom knows the severity of your words in terms of him being home at 9.
She would be ashamed to ruin a potential football career because of criminality, wouldn't it?
So anyways, Judge, on that particular night, what had happened was it was still during football. I think football is over with now. So he made the mistake. He went out to go work out with football with, is it your cousin?
My cousin.
Your cousin. And that's where he was that night, Judge. I asked him if he could get something from the cousin. He's got some text messages going back and forth of them meeting at a park, at a park to work out. And that's that. And I think that's the only violation he's had, Judge. I think both his mom and Jerome realized that, hey, cannot happen again. His mom tells me that she will definitely, he's never been in trouble.
Let's do this. I'm going to send you for a drug test, Mr. Hunter. Okay? Send him for a drug test. You're to come back, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just take a seat for me. We're going to send you right now.
Back there or in the...
It's fine.
Judge, he is set originally on the 7th, so if everything comes back okay, we'll
Yep.
just take it. Okay.
Wow, they set the bond at 15,000. So he's on bond for a B&B, picks up another B&B.
Was he on bond? No, he was.
Yeah. He picked up a B&B 423.
And then got out.
It's a GOB, and then 5 days later now picks up a second B.
This is heartbreaking. A man with no family, no home, and no options, just cycling through the system. The judge's ultimatum, find someone real or stay jailed, exposes a brutal truth. The law isn't built for the alone and desperate. Should courts act as social workers? Debate below.
Where's he going?
He has no place to go.
I'm not, if he's got a place to go, we can talk. But for me, just to let him out on the street and hope and pray that it doesn't happen. Hey, guys, can you bring out Mr. Rollhawk, please?
And then I have Mr. Morris Stone.
Okay.
On the jail docket. He's charged with 2 criminal trespass, and they have done a mental health PTI. I want to do a mental health PTI on him, so I would need a PR bond. Okay.
Whatever you need.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Rollhawk.
Michael Rollhawk. R-O.
Page 37.
Lovey?
You okay? Which one? Was it like peeling? That's what I was like. Okay, fair enough, but
I think you know my stance.
how did it turn to this? How did it turn into this?
Except we have to ask the guy with the car because it wasn't an issue at all.
Why on the street? There's nowhere else you can go?
I just don't have a place where I can go right now. That's all.
Do you have any family anywhere?
North side, there's no shelters, and then
No.
family.
Do you have family?
There's one family member that I can contact. I just haven't had a chance to.
Who?
Mr. Jesse James Valdez.
No. Is uncle, aunt, mom, dad, brother, sister, anyone? Who do you have in your life?
Mr. Jesse James Valdez. That's the only person that knows me from the time that I was
Where's mom
young.
and dad? Where are mom and dad?
My mom and dad both passed away.
Okay, do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have one little brother, but I don't really speak to him that often.
Why not?
I just haven't had a chance. I don't even have a telephonic or a phone, so I don't.
If we give you the ability to call, do you know the number?
Yes, sir.
I'd like you to try to call your brother. I want you to, you have no one in this life that is going to bond you out. We gave you a free bond, asked you, hey man, be good. Don't pick up any new cases. You done picked up another BMV 5 days later. I'm not going to continue with the same thing. If you want to get out, the only way is if I know that you have stable and someone in your life that is going to look after you. And I'm not talking a girlfriend or just a passerby. No, I want someone real, like baby brother. And if you do, then we can talk about letting you out, but you go to that person. No dope, no alcohol, but I'm not letting you out just to go out on the streets. This is what's happened. Do you understand? We've given you a great lawyer. Let her know. You can try to reach out to baby brother to see if he'll take you in or anyone else.
It's not my brother, it's Mr. Valdez. His dad, that would be the person that would be able to take care of me and everything like that.
Okay, we'll call. When I go back there, I'll get the number and call.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Rohan.
Thank you.